Welcome to Green Devils, Ireland's newest Manchester United fan channel, and this is the watch along for Manchester United versus Leicester City in the Carabao Cup. And I think, as we all know by now, this is Ruud Van Nistlerooy's first game in charge as interim manager after the news, obviously midweek, that Erik Ten Hag had been sacked. Before we get into the lineup, there seems to be more kind of, I wouldn't say breaking news, but there's further developments, I suppose, in the Ruben Amorim to Manchester United news. So we all know that United have agreed to pay the €10 million release clause. That has all been agreed between the two clubs. Now the discussions is over the coaching staff that Ruben Amorim has at Sporting and wants to bring to United. Sporting are looking for an extra €5 million to be paid by United to allow that coaching staff to move as well. There was also talks of this 30-day notice period that Ruben Amorim would have to kind of see out before he would be allowed to join Man United. However, there's reports now are saying that if United pay that extra €5 million for the coaches, that they will also allow Ruben Amorim to leave immediately and join Manchester United, and he could be involved. He might not be involved, but he'll definitely be in Manchester over the weekend, possibly in the stands for the Chelsea game on Sunday. Now, since then, there's been kind of conflicting reports saying that Sporting want him to stay until the next international break. There's other reports coming out saying that he's going to be only going to be in charge on Friday, and that's going to be his last game. So, look, I mean, it's all but a done deal. I think it's just those finer details now that the two clubs are kind of hashing out at the moment. So, look, I think it's only a matter of time before it's announced. But it's just look, these minor details. And look, I mean, I think we all, when the announcement happened midweek that Ruud Van Nistelrooy was going to take interim charge, I think many fans kind of thought that he would possibly get a couple of months, possibly till Christmas and maybe the end of the season. But look, United are acting fast, clearly showing that this was thought about over a number of weeks, if not months, that this decision was coming down the line. But look, I mean, it's a chance now for Ruud to get a couple of games. It will definitely help his CV for if he does move on, which is widely expected when Ruben Amorim comes in. Given the fact that he was hired by Ten Hag, I think he's probably reluctant to stay, I think, on at United. So, but look, on that, we'll get into the team news. Just before I do, I just see a couple of names in the chat. Santa Notch is in. The specs are off tonight. We're serious. Yeah. Look, I mean, it's glasses off, gloves off now for United. Do you know what I mean? It's a chance for them to express themselves now under Ruud. It'd be interesting to see if there is a resurgence of attitude, I suppose, from the players, because a lot of people will argue that if they do that, where was that performance when Erik Ten Hag was the manager when we needed it? But I think Van Nistelrooy is probably going to be telling them, look, you have a new manager coming in. It's a clean slate for each and every one of them to lay down a marker and be a starter for Man United going forward. So, I mean, it's definitely a chance for all the players, especially the younger players like Harry Mass on the bench tonight, Ahmad on the bench tonight. Like, they should be pushing for a starting place in Ruben Amorim's side when he comes in. So I hope he kind of tells those players, look, this is your chance now to lay down a marker and show him what you're capable of. So St. Nolan is also in the chat. Obviously, Sam from Real Reds Talk. Good to have you in. We're going old school 4-4-2. Yeah, it looks that way. Look, on that, we'll get into the team. They're scrolling across the bottom. I think the biggest surprise there is, well, for me anyway, is Bay and Deer starting, which is good. Onana's not even on the bench. Um, I mean, for me, years gone by, the League Cup, and to a lesser extent, the early rounds of the FA Cup was a chance for the younger players to get their chance and show the manager, show the fans what they can do. Obviously, recent years we haven't been able to play our weaker sides because we've been under so much pressure to actually perform and win something. So it's good that Bay and Deer is getting a chance. It's good for him as well that he'll be able to show the manager coming in that he's capable of, filling Onana's boots when needs be, So and look, in terms of back four, Delo, De Ligt, Lindelof, and it looks like Martinez at left back. At least that's how the Man United accounts are putting it out, that Lindelof is at left back and Martinez is at left back and it's Lindelof and De Ligt at centre half. Good to see Casemiro and Ugarte starting as well. That would be interesting. Bruno obviously in the 10. Garnacho is playing on the left, and it's Rashford on the right, and it's Xerxes starting up front, which is an interesting one. I thought when I saw reports online that it was going to be 4-4-2 again, I thought it was going to be Xerxes and Highland, but it doesn't appear that's the way it's going to be. So, look, it's an interesting one. I'm going to check Christopher Doyle, rude boy gunning for Amarim's job already. No, that ship has sailed. I don't think he was ever going to get it. It's a notch. I think for now, while Ruben's not here yet, let's just allow Ruud to do his thing, keep things steady and show him needed support. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's also the idea that if Ruud does well, they're just showing him walking along the sideline there. It's looking good in his polo neck, I must say. But there's an opportunity for Ruud as well to kind of show the new manager coming in that he might have a place among the coaching staff. Look, I mean, it's probably unlikely that he'll want to stay. But I suppose, look, it's an opportunity for him to show Amarim that maybe it would be an idea to keep him around. Especially new coming in. I mean, he's going to have a new manager and 3 new coaches coming in that obviously are not going to know the players. They might know 1 or 2. Obviously, Ugarte, I think, is the main one that he's going to know. He brought him through at Sporting. Obviously, he'll know Bruno. And there's 1 or 2 other players that he'd have an idea of. But I think having Ruud around, at least maybe for the first couple of weeks, might be an idea. Now, whether Ruud is up for that is obviously a different story. But look, let's wait and see. But I mean, as Notch says, it's an opportunity now for the players to just go out and express yourselves. But look, I mean, if we win tonight, inevitably, and we have a good performance, inevitably, what you're going to have is you're going to have people saying straight away, where was this performance 3 months ago when we needed it? Where was it last season when we needed it? So, look, I mean, let's wait and see what kind of performance we're going to get. I kind of expect that we're going to get some kind of an increase in performance, an increase in attitude. For whatever reason, maybe it's the reason, as I was saying, that the players are trying to show the manager what they can do, what they're capable of, and they deserve a place in his squad. But it's almost inevitable that when a manager goes, the performance levels just they kind of naturally raise up. But look, yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting one to see. The teams are out on the pitch, and we look like we're ready to go shortly. So let me just take these off and get the clock up. Oh, hold on now. Jeez. There we go. And we're underway. This will be an interesting game to say the least. First touch for Bay and Deer here now. Go ball out to Delo. And back. Evening, Lee. How you doing? Good to see you back in the chat again. Always good to see the regulars coming back, and obviously, of course, it's good to see new names coming into the chats as well. So all very welcomed. But get involved in the chat throughout the game and let me know how you think things are going, how the match is going. Obviously, I think, as I was saying, it'll be interesting to see if we do see that kind of level increase with the new man in charge. There'll be a lot of focus on him on the sideline tonight, I think. Obviously, Ruud Van Nistlerooy. Oh, sorry, I'll just get comfortable here now. But actually, yeah, we never went through a score prediction or anything. I just see Lee's message there. He's predicting a KG 5-0. Look, I mean, I kind of expect United to be better. And look, we've seen how solid defensively we have been at times. Obviously, look, there is games there that we've been very, very poor. Obviously, the Spurs game is the obvious one, but I think tonight we'll see an improvement. And I'm going with a 3-0 victory for United. But yeah, look, let me know in the chat your score predictions. See if anyone gets anyway close. Obviously, Lee going with a KG 5-0. I think that's slightly optimistic. Obviously, given that we can't score, save our lives. But there's the low now on the right hand side. Inside to Xerxes. See Xerxes dropping way, way deep. Dropping back to the halfway line to get the ball, and he's our number 9 tonight. At the moment, it doesn't look like a traditional 4-4-2. At times it does. It's hard to tell. Obviously, we're in Leicester's half now at the moment, so it's going to be very attacking looking. So there's a Rashford on the right. He lost it. It's okay. De Ligt is there to sweep it up, but Leicester got it back. Long ball over the top, and Lindelof is not dealing with it very well and has lost the ball. That was poor from Lindelof. Should have done better there. Eased off the ball way too easy. Leicester now just passing the ball around in their own half. Long ball. Very poor, yeah, it was, yeah. It looked like a simple, just push him aside, take the ball, turn and go, but he just got muscled off the ball way too easily. Goal kick. De Ligt carrying the ball out. Nice little 1-2 between Rashford and Delo. Xerxes got dispossessed there. Looked like he stopped. Looked like he was looking for a free kick, but nothing given. And Leicester have the ball again. What happened there? Actually, let me just raise this up if I can. Sure. I just have the screen on a stand. It's just a little bit low, but no, it's a bit better. Still low, but I have to watch it on my phone because I'm watching it through the Sky Sports app because the game is on Sky Sports Plus. Oh, there's a slip there from the Leicester player. Xerxes coming in, cut inside. Needs to do better there. Needs to either take the shot on or lay it off. Chris in the chat, this feels different already. It's like a 3 at the back plus the low. Well, look, you could say that about the last. That's a corner for United. You could say that about the last few games. Delo was just completely not involved in that back four at all, which is why we conceded quite a few goals. He got caught out of position a hell of a lot. He may as well not have been playing as a right back or a left back. There's a sharp corner for United. Bruno. There's a Rashford on the edge. He tries to play it back into Bruno, but cut out. Leicester can break here now. Good bit of pressure there, kind of slowed Leicester's attack down. Long ball with the keeper, well headed by De Ligt. The one worry I have tonight now in this game is Lindelof playing centre half. He was the kind of one weak link, I think, in that defence for us tonight. He needs a big game, but I'd be surprised to see him stay beyond this season. Where is Delo playing? He's nearly playing as a 10 there. Now he's a mile out of position. Yeah. Good shot, good save. Straight at the keeper. Well, not a good save, but it was straight at him. It was a tame effort. Oh, it's a great ball from Bruno. Out to Garnacho. Tried to play a little 1-2 between Garnacho and Bruno, but I was like, I don't know whether Garnacho was kind of caught on his heels a little bit. He wasn't expecting the ball to be played first time, but ended up giving away a free. But yeah, again, another, just showing the shot there from Oyo. But there's another another example of Delo being caught way out of possession uh, when Leicester turn it over and they break. Like Delo was nearly playing as a number 10, and he's our right back. Lee. So far, I'm half right, the cagey half. Yeah. Lindelof has outstayed his welcome by at least 2 seasons. Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, I don't. I think you're not wrong with that statement. I mean, wasn't there talk in after Ten Hag's first season that he was on his way out? Obviously, I think talks with someone broke down. I think, but yeah, I mean he's one of quite a few players in that squad that simply aren't good enough for Manchester United. Obviously, part of the problem for the past few years, we've had players that simply aren't good enough because we've either bought big names or we've panic bought because we've chased a player for 6 months thinking that he's going to sign for us, and then we realise, oh, it's the last day of the transfer window. We better sign someone, and we just get anyone in. Thankfully, I think the summer just gone, summer transfer window, I think it showed Ineos aren't hanging around, and obviously, of course, with the manager situation, shows that they're not hanging around either. Oh yeah, that's the poor ball. Delo should deal with that. He doesn't, but got away with it. I don't know what Dallo. I don't know what Dallo was doing there. Let's see replay. This is a poor attempt at a pass to Low. Oh, yeah, I don't know what he was doing. He's trying to play it to Delict, but played it straight to the Leicester defender. Lee, wages are too high and nobody else will match it, making them hard to sell. Yeah, 100%. I mean, Sancho is the prime example of that. Like, we're trying to get rid of him about 2 years, and his wages are astronomical for the talent that he is. No one is going to, no one is going to sign him. Delo's having a shock at the moment, absolutely, yeah. And as I said, he's had to been caught out of position once or twice, and then just not dealing with a simple Danny T. Why is Xerxes playing? Probably just to give him minutes. I think it's look. I mean, he hasn't showed much in terms of quality yet this season. I think partly because I think he's playing out of position. He's not a number 9. He's more of a 10, more of a link up player to play in behind someone. So I think obviously him playing as a 9 is not his probably his best position, but as well as that, he probably needs more minutes, at least to get used to the pace of the Premier League. But look, I think this is probably a perfect game for him to get a few decent minutes. But yeah, look, he needs a big performance. He does look a half a yard, if not a yard, off the pace at the moment for what we need. Christopher, pretty sure Lindelof's contract is up this season. Okay, I would be surprised if they renew it or trigger any extension if there is one in his contract. He'll be one of a few players I think that'll be leaving on a free at the end of the season, partly again due to high wages. There's Casemiro with a shot from the edge of the box. Oh, oh my God! What a goal! Oh, It was a ball from Garnacho. Looked like it was playing to Rashford, and he just dummied it straight back to Casemiro. He just took a touch and just curled this ball right into the top corner from about 25 yards out. What a goal! Casemiro as well. What a strike! Oh, I need to see this again. This is a ball over the top from Martinez to Garnacho. Great first touch to take down. Plays it back to. Oh, it's to Bruno actually, and he dummies it. Casemiro. Oh, and it clips the underside of the crossbar as well. Oh, it just makes it even nicer. Oh, that is a beautiful goal. Oh, that's a beautiful strike. Oh, that's a beauty. Give Ruud the job. Oh, fantastic goal. Now, we'll update the score. 1-0 Man United. Happy days. Good start. That was probably the first shot we've had on goal, I think. I don't really remember too many chances or even effort like before that. Here we go again now. Low into Bruno. Good touch. Martinez taking over. Oh, nearly a nice little pass into Garnacho, but just cut out. Oh, still have it though. Here's Rashford. Pulls it back. Garnacho at the head. Straight to the keeper. It was unlucky. The goal is after giving him a. It's kind of after opening up United a bit, which is unusual. Usually, we go the opposite way. Casemiro loves the Carabao Cup. He certainly does. Yeah, give Casemiro the shot at this race. Hey, look at the beautiful goal. Absolute, absolute classic goal. It's like one of those goals you score on FIFA, the finesse button. But fair play to Casemiro. I mean, he kind of came under. He got a lot of stick last season. Obviously, you could argue rightly so with some of his performances last season were shocking. He just looked like his legs were completely gone. He looked like, I think it wasn't it Jamie Carragher had said it, leave the game before the game leaves you, and he's come back this season and he looks like the player we bought in the first year. That's a dive. He's outside the box anyway, but certainly looked like a dive. He played the ball past Casemiro and obviously clearly overhit it. Realised he had overhit and just threw himself on the ground. But I think Ericsson is another player who deserves a lot of praise as well, like for his kind of resurgence. He kind of he was another player. He was another player that kind of last season looked leggy, looked lethargic, looked like he was a 60 minute player at best for large parts of last season. But this season, he's arguably been one of our best players on the pitch consistently. So he definitely deserves a lot of praise. And obviously, yeah, Casemiro showing again tonight. He still got it. Remember when we won to Cask on? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, but he's like I said, he's come back. He's come back fighting this season. He came back even at the start of the season. He looked lean. He looked angry and hungry, and look, he's put in some pretty decent performances. Look, he hasn't been 100% perfect, but it looked like a harsh yellow, to be honest. It looked like it was definitely a free. United have a free kick here now, about 25, 30 yards out. It looked like a long ball over the top for Bruno to run onto, and the Leicester defender kind of pushes him and then grabs his jersey, and then obviously Bruno kind of makes the most of it, but can't really fault him so far. Yeah, you can't. No, he's he's been decent so far. I think Rashford looks like he's going to be hitting this. It's definitely Rashford territory anyway. It's about 30 yards out, slightly to the left. United to put a wall in front of the Leicester wall. Ah, it's straight at the Leicester wall. Now for a throw. Is the last man back rule still a thing? No more straight reds. Last man back rule still a thing. Yeah, sure. Didn't someone? Who was it? Was this Ganache? Oh, Ganache is offside, I think. Yeah, someone got sent off for Arsenal there week before last for last man tackle. Man was running through, kind of just inside the half. He pulled your man down. He got a straight red for it. So it's definitely still a thing. If that's what you're asking, Chris. I'm not sure if I'm reading the question wrong or not, but you definitely still get a straight red if you're last man back challenge. Um, if you're denying a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity, obviously. I think they changed some technicalities where the angle of your run has to be directly at goal. Okay, that's going to be a hard one to kind of judge in at full pace on the pitch, and unfortunately, that's where you're going to have to start. At times you're going to rely on VAR, which we all know isn't exactly 100% accurate. Ugarte, ooh, a little bit of a chop. Wasn't dangerous or anything, but just thought that foul on Bruno back in the day could have been a red card. I actually didn't notice if there was another player in the middle, but he was kind of running away from the ball was kind of going away from the goal, so it probably wouldn't have been a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity. Headed away by Lindelof, I think. Yeah. I know it's early in the game and we're winning, but I switched Marcus and Garnacho over. Yeah. I don't understand why Rashford is playing on the right. We've seen over a number of years that he's less than useless on the right. And he's even worse down the middle. Like, left hand side is his best position. Now, unless maybe they prefer Garnacho on the left than on the right. Is it a case as well that they're looking at Garnacho as kind of the successor to Rashford on that left hand side? Maybe. Um, who knows? But yeah, look, definitely Rashford is better on that left hand side. So I mentioned it in the last live watch along. I think they started that way as well, didn't they? Garnacho started on the left and Rashford was on the right, but I was expecting them to be switching throughout the game because they had done it in the Europa League game, I think it was. Every couple of minutes they were switching over. But then it didn't happen against West Ham. They stayed on their wings, so Garnacho coming down the left. Rashford's over there now with Garnacho. Ah, it's under hit. touch from Lindelof. And back to Bayendier. And luckily, Bayendier hasn't had much to do this game so far. Obviously, there was the one shot on target, but it was a team effort from Jordan Ayew, and it was straight at him. It was an easy, comfortable save for him. So, not Ugarte mentioned much. No. But I suppose you can argue Ugarte is there to tidy up in front of the back four, and he hasn't been needed to do that as yet. Obviously, he gave away a free kick there a few minutes ago when he was trying to do it. So there was that. Oh, who was that? Oh, Jesus, was that Lynn? Oh, it was Martinez. Martinez nearly got. Nah, he's off. It looked like a bad touch there from Martinez. Nearly got caught out, but got away with it. It's good to see we still look positive after scoring. We're still looking to attack and get a second one. As soon as I say that now, everything will just slow down. Watch. Good ball over the top for Delo. He's onside. Good ball into Garnacho. Yes. 2-0. Are they giving it? Yeah, I think it's been given. Ah, well. I was right. It's good to see it's being more positive and attacking. 2-0 United. Garnacho. Looked like a ball over the top for Delo again. That's one thing he's doing well this season, is that making that trademark run in behind the defence. I'm not sure who. And Delo just plays it across the box. It was actually Casemiro played it over the top for Delo. And he just plays it across the box, and then Garnacho then it's not an easy tap-in. It was a difficult enough finish to keep it down. He's hitting the first time, but he took it well. 2-0 Man United. Looking very comfortable at the moment. Happy days. Get in, keep him on the left. Absolutely, yeah. But that's it. I mean, it looks to me like they obviously see Garnacho as I said, as Rashford's successor on that left hand side. So I wonder, it looks like that's where they're trying to keep him playing, and obviously they probably see Ahmad being the option on the right, possibly next year, maybe more so. Maybe they feel he's not ready quite yet. We haven't seen a hell of a lot of him this season, which I kind of don't understand in one aspect, because he's been pretty decent when he has featured. I think is he our second highest player with creating opportunities and goals, I think. I could have that wrong now. Don't quote me on that. So, good turn. Was that Ugarte, I think? Good ball. Xerxes ran the wrong way. I'd give Ahmad the second half. Yeah, I would as well. Oh, he's giving it away. Bruno. Oh, he tried to lay it off to Garnacho. Played it behind him. Should have taken on the shot, Bruno. That's why you want Bruno to be ruthless there. Yeah, why didn't he shoot? Exactly, Adam. Perfect opportunity, right on the edge of the box. Just like Bruno is able to shoot. It's not like he's bad at it. Should have taken that shot on. Would have been 3-0 up. Casemiro's have to be caught out here now. Leicester have it on the edge of the box and take a shot. It's well over. It's alright. Been a decent opening half hour. We've obviously looked the better team. That's a great finish. Just showing a replay of that Garnacho finish again. But yeah, we definitely looked the better team at the moment. We created the better chances, and we've scored 2 goals, which is something we haven't been able to do. Obviously in recent months, so it's good to see. And we're limiting Leicester to half chance shots from outside the box. So definitely positive. If we can get another now before half time, I definitely would look at making a couple of changes and bring Ahmad on, give him a few minutes. I'd nearly look at bring Amas on, give him 45 at left back. I'd take off Lindelof, move Martinez back inside alongside the Ligt, and put Amas at left back. Notch, an individual brilliance goal, a very good team goal. Are we back? Yes, Notch, we're back. We're back. Maybe. It's all going to go to shit when Ruben Amorim comes in anyway. It changes everything again. Yeah, you're rightly. Yeah, it'd be great to see Amas get minutes. You're moving too fast. We're still United. A 2-goal lead doesn't mean anything still. No, it does now. Oh, good punch from Bayendier. Oh! I'm blaming you, Chris, for that. Leicester pulled one back. As a cross came in and Bayendier came out to punch it, but only punched it as far as the Leicester. There's the cross. Bayendier comes out, punches it, only to the Leicester player at the edge of the box, and it takes it down, takes a shot, and it hits both posts before going in. That's a great finish. I don't know if I'd put that on the keeper. Maybe the punch probably could have been better. Could he have caught it? Maybe, I don't know. It didn't look like a great finish though. 2-1 Leicester. I'm still blaming you for that one, Chris. See. Davey 47, what's happening? I missed the start, had the child out Halloween rhyming. Oh. Well, before Leicester scored, we looked good. Created the better chances. Obviously, scoring the 2 goals. Casemiro's goal was absolute worldy. About 25 yards out, just curled it, clipping the bottom of the underside of the crossbar before going in. And then Garnacho's goal then was a ball over top from Casemiro to Delo, making that run in behind, squared it across to Delo at the edge of the 6-yard box, and I wouldn't say a simple finish. It was still a difficult finish to take, but he took it well up into the top corner, away from the keeper, and then obviously Leicester just pulled one back there now. Ooh, that's a free. Yeah. Callum, we're back. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're back to the same old there for a couple of minutes. Lee, ruin my 5-0 prediction. Yeah, ruin my 3-0 as well. There's a free kick. Yeah, that's a stupid tackle. Stupid foul to give away. Yes, you got ahead of yourself. Had to bring it back down to earth. Hey, nothing wrong with getting excited at 2-0 up. Have you not seen us this season? When was the last time we actually yeah, the last time we went 2-0 up, we drew. Time before that we went 2-0 up. We lost. Yeah, I think you maybe are right, yeah. Maybe I did get ahead of myself. But it's rude. I thought things had changed. Now, Bruno's going to take this one from the edge of the box. Looks a bit close to be getting it up and down, so I wonder is he going to go around the wall. Oh, it's in. Took a wicked deflection. Looked like he was trying to put it around the wall. It took a deflection and it went the other way. Look, we'll take it. It's a goal. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how they go in once they go in. We'll take that. Oh, I'm not actually sure who took a deflection off. Was it Casemiro? No. A Leicester player. Yeah, he tried to play it around the wall, and then as it's coming towards me, kind of ducks down to try to get something on it, and ends up putting it the other side. Completely wrong footing the keeper, obviously, but yeah, look, we'll take it. 3-1. 2-goal lead restored. But I won't get ahead of myself just yet. Still too early. Oh, and it's so good to hear the fans singing at Old Trafford again. And like singing because we're winning. Not singing to get our team back into the game. Here we go again now. Here's Garnacho. Take it on. Oh, good save. Xerxes played him in there on the left. Just a lovely little slide pass to him. Just gets it out of his feet. Takes it. Could he have squared it? Pulled it back. There's a couple of players in the box. Maybe could have pulled it back to him. Still a decent effort. Shot on target. But look, Garnacho, when he scores, his confidence is up. Oh! Another goal! It's Casemiro again. I think it was actually his header as well. He headed the ball off the post, went across. I think it hit the other post and came out, and then he actually finished it into the top corner again. Oh, typical of us to have scored 3 and the striker hasn't had a sniff. Yeah, but that's kind of been half our problem. Like, I mean, our strikers aren't getting enough opportunities to score. But this is here we are now. Yeah, it was Casemiro's header. Yeah. Oh, that was actually nice. Because the cross comes in from Rashford. It's Casemiro's header. Heads it onto the right hand post, goes across, hits the left hand post, comes out, and then he's the first one to react and just blasts the ball into the back of the net. Oh, nice. Callum, is this confidence because you look like scoring every time we go forward? Yeah. It's probably a mixture of things, isn't it? Like, it's hard. Obviously, we're not going to know for sure, but are the shackles off a little bit? With the pressure and the worry over Ten Hag and all that kind of stuff, and the pressure that they were under, and then obviously Ruud coming in, that new manager bounce that everyone talks about. Luckily, we're on the good side of it this time, but And has Ruud told him, yeah, look, just go out and enjoy yourself. United attacking again now as Delo pull it back. Rashford, oh, it's blocked. But yeah, it's probably a mixture of a few things. Hashtag Ruud in, hashtag Ammer him out. But look, it was inevitable, wasn't it? I mean, we saw it so many times over the years when the new manager comes in or when an interim manager takes over. You see that lift in the performance and the attitude from the players, and it does beg the question of like, where was this performance 3 weeks ago when do you know what I mean? When we're taking on Spurs, like there was zero performance in the Spurs game. Just night and day now. They're playing with confidence. They're playing with. Look, you could argue they're playing with a bit of freedom, maybe. You could probably put that down to Ruud just saying, look, this is how we're setting up, but just play with a bit of freedom and just look for spaces, create vacant angles and create space for each other and stuff. Look, it's hard to know. Let's just change manager every couple of months and ride the new manager bounce until 21 comes in. Yeah, imagine. Every ex-player every 2 weeks. Yeah. So we'll give Ruud until the international break. Then we'll go with, I suppose, Darren Fletcher would be the obvious one. He's already in there. Give it to Darren Fletcher then when Ruud is finished. He'll get to Christmas. Oh! Nearly a hat-trick for Casemiro. The free kick outside the box and just dinked it over the top. Casemiro ran in, just headed it wide. Looked like it just narrowly brushed the post. It was a lovely little dink of a free kick from Bruno. Ooh, that was close. Nearly a hat-trick for Casemiro. What is going on? But look, mark my words, right? Social media, newspapers tomorrow, all the media outlets, all they're going to say is, where was this performance when Ten Hag was there? And look, it's a valid point, but we always see it. Always see it. And it's a shame as well because it kind of makes, straight away, it makes Ineos look like they made the perfect decision, made it at the right time. Because look how well we're playing now already. He's obviously gone. His tactics weren't right. But look, geez, United attacking again here. Garnacho. Oh, it's deflected, was it? No, didn't quite catch it. Same free kick Martial scored way back then. Oh yeah, I remember that. That Liverpool. I'm trying to remember, was that against Liverpool? No, that looked like it was deflected. Anyway, oh gee, that was nearly a wonder goal. Yeah, exactly, a no-win situation tonight. Yeah, exactly. Because if they came out and didn't perform and lose or draw, it's like, oh yeah, but sure, what did you expect? The same coach is in doing the same tactics, blah blah blah. And if they do put in a performance, it's like, well, where was the performance? Even though it could be just a case of Van Nistelrooy saying, look, forget about the last few games. You have a chance now to impress the new manager that's going to be coming in. Go out there and just enjoy football again. There's no pressure on tonight. It's a cup game. You're not expected to win. You're not expected to lose. There's no expectation in this game. Just go out and enjoy yourself. And what happens, happens. It could be as simple as that. And we're currently seeing the fruits of that. We're 4-1 up. Oh, against City. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Yeah, it was. Was a beautiful goal, though. Just approaching half time now. So let me know in the chat, what would you change? Or would you change anything as it stands? For me, obviously, I would like to see Ahmad get a few minutes. I'd like to see Amas get a few minutes. Um, Rest a couple of the starters for the Chelsea game on Sunday. Look, I know you kind of more or less have an extra day to prepare, but I think I probably wouldn't change it straight away. I'd give it 10 minutes into the second half and then start making some changes then just to rest some players and give the younger players some minutes. But that's me. Um, Maybe Erik Ten Hag should have lightened up a bit. If only it was easy as that. Is Leicester now attacking the end of the half? Oh, decent save by being there. It looked like it was straight at him. It's kind of a strange save, but um, Chris, I'm happy to bring the kids in now. Yeah, but there's also the danger you change too much at half time when you're in a winning position that it just completely disrupts the flow of the team, and we end up, as we've seen in the past, we end up conceding two or three, and then all of a sudden it's 4-all. You don't want that. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm kind of saying give it 10, 15 minutes into the second half and then make some changes. At least then the younger players will get half an hour. Be decent enough minutes. Ahmad Namath, yeah. And Highland, yeah. But I would leave Xerxes on and see how that dynamic could work. Um, but who do you take off? Garnacho maybe? Oh, Leicester have another one back. Oh, that was a bit of a shambles of defending there. It was just a long punt into the box from a free kick, and no one dealt with it. It's just a tap in from about 3 yards out. Oh, it bounces off the low. It's over everyone. No one. Yeah, it's like Casemiro got a little flick on it. It looked like Delict probably would have cleared it, but it just flicks off Casemiro's head and goes past him. And then it just hits the low straight into the Leicester player and he just taps it into an empty net. 4-2. I definitely wouldn't be changing that now. I'd leave it as it is. After that, after conceding that goal right on the stroke of half time, still a minute left, but that was disappointing. Ooh, Rashford's gone down here. Is he holding his head? Is he holding his head or his chest? I think he's holding his head. Yeah, right in the meeting tube edge. Yeah, like I said, he's holding his head. There's nothing worse. Oh, he got it. Oh, that'll be a sore one. Got the ball kicked at him from about a yard away. Good to see Sir Alex in the stands. Studs to the head. Magic sponge, you'll be alright. That should be nearly half time now. There it is now. 4-2 at half time. Look, it all started well. We looked promising going forward, creating the better chances. Obviously, took two of them pretty early on, and then true to form, we let him back in with a soft enough goal in our like from our side of things. But look, it was a great finish. Um, Put it in the corner, hit the post, crossed the line, hit the other post, and went in. But then obviously we kind of took control of the game again, scored another two goals, went 4-1 up, and then look, a lapse in concentration at the back. Probably a bit unlucky as well. I mean, Casemiro goes up to head it, and it just flicks off the top of his head. Takes it off the Lict's head, who was probably going to clear it, and it just hits the low and just drops right at the feet of the Leicester player, and he just taps it into an empty net from like 3 yards out. So probably a bit of luck in that sense, but look, we should have probably cleared the first ball in as well. I mean, there was three players there underneath the ball like that probably could and should have dealt with it. But look, the positive is we're in front. We've scored 4 goals. I can't remember the last time. Okay, bar the Barnsley game, because I wouldn't. You'd expect to be scoring more than 5-6 goals against Barnsley. No disrespect to them, but look, that's the positive for me anyway. Scoring 4 goals, which something we haven't been able to do. But yeah, look, there's definitely positives in that opening half, and obviously there's definitely some negatives as well. But thankfully, there's more positives than negatives. Thankfully. Yeah, but look, let me know in the chat. What would you change now, given the manner that we've conceded those goals? Would you still make 2-3 changes at halftime now, or would you leave it as it is, leave them settle in, and kind of ride it out for a minute? Because like Leicester are going to come out now in the second half. They're probably going to come out attacking pretty quickly, I'd say, from the kickoff, because at 4-2, obviously they're still look. If we go in 4-1, it's a struggle for them to get back into it. But going in at 4-2, scoring just before half time, they're definitely going to be buoyed by that. You know what I mean? They're going to have a bit of confidence coming out in the second half. So in that respect, I probably wouldn't change too much for the second half. Lindelof still looks shaky at the back. Delo hasn't looked wonderful either. Look, going forward, we've been decent. We've had 11 shots, 6 on target. Just looking at the stats. I mean, 7 clearances. Look, Danny, Leicester have a strong bench. We play Chelsea on the weekend. We'll be looking to make changes. Could get cagey. That's the thing. It is like that is the worry. Like you have to be thinking about the Chelsea game on Sunday. It's like that's a big game in terms of our season. We need to start getting back to winning ways in the Premier League, and it needs to start straight away. And look, it's probably a bad time to be facing Chelsea. They're hitting a bit of form at the moment. When we all kind of said they're probably going to shit the bed at some stage, but I think you have to be looking ahead to that and looking at resting the better players that we have on the pitch for that game. Like obviously we can see Eriksen's not even in the squad. I'm not sure if that's an injury. So if it is, look, that's another player that we're going to be without. So then you're going to be relying on Casemiro and Ugarte again for that one. So I probably wouldn't take off Casemiro, to be honest. Leave him try and get his hat trick. If I was going to change that, and I'd like to give Amas a few minutes, and I'm very nervous with Lindelof at the back. So that's probably the one change I'd make right now. But I'd be reluctant to change too much before the start of the second half, just because you don't want to disrupt it too much. We have just seen now how easily Leicester have kind of gotten 2 goals back on us. If you change too much, like if we start bringing on, if we come out now the second half, make 3 changes, we take off. I suppose Xerxes for Highland would be a positive change. So that shouldn't disrupt it too much, because Xerxes has done little to nothing in that first half. He keeps dropping way too deep to get involved. Like if he's supposed to be playing as our number 9, stay up in the box and be there to get a chance and to finish it. Don't be coming back to get involved in the build up. You know what I mean? You're there as our number 9 at the moment. So stay up in the box. Go back old school and goal hang. You know, so I suppose that's probably one change that you would make. But then again, is that going to knock Xerxes' confidence even more if suddenly he gets taken off again after 45 minutes after doing nothing? But at the same time, he hasn't done very little to warrant staying on the pitch. And if Leicester pull one back early in the second half, we're going to need to start going forward and start scoring more goals again. And I trust Highland to put the ball in the back of the net more than I would Xerxes. So that's definitely a change. That shouldn't disrupt the play too much. Callum, I'd still take off Lindelof for Amas. I don't know about you. Maybe it's the same reason, but I'm just so nervous with Lindelof at the back. He's not good enough. It's as simple as that. Um, he's a very They're just showing the replay of the first Leicester goal. It was a great finish. Could the keeper done better? Could he have punched it into a different area? Could he have caught it? It didn't look like he was under too much pressure punching it. Maybe he could have caught it. But the replay of Bruno's free kick. I'm looking forward to seeing that second Casemiro goal though. It was a nice finish. Just in terms of how he was the quickest to react to it. The ball hitting both posts and coming out, it just fell straight to him. Here we go now. So it was a sharp corner. Played out to Rashford. Great ball in. Hit the post, and then boom. Everyone else around that 6-yard box was just standing there looking at the ball, doing that. Casemiro was the first to react and just finished it. It was nicely done. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Just how he was quick to react to it. It wasn't. Everyone else was just standing there looking at the ball to see where it was going. But Casemiro reacted quick and just finished it. And then here's the 4-2 goal. Yeah. Look, I mean, with that one, you probably could argue if Delict gives Casemiro more of a shout, could Casemiro leave it so Delict can get rid of it? As it was, flicks Casemiro's head, takes it off Delict's head, and it just hits the low in the chest and just falls straight into the feet of the Leicester player. So it was unfortunate, but look, you could argue we probably could have dealt better with it. Danny, if we're still 2 or more up by 65, I'd be looking to take Casemiro off, definitely. Yeah, because I think we're going to need him on Sunday against Chelsea. I think if in fact Eriksen is injured, I'm not sure if any of you know. Maybe let me know, but I'm not aware of Eriksen having an injury. But it's It'd be unusual that he's not in the squad. I know Onan is not in the squad either, but look, he's our first choice keeper. He's clearly just been given the night off. He'll have to play in every game since he joined the club nearly. Um, Callum, yeah, same reason. He's shite. Also, Amas, if he can get some first team experience, could help us out at left back, where Shaw has another setback and Malacia is still MIA. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's literally the only left back at the club, which doesn't say it doesn't fill you with confidence, does it? Like that, we have one left back who hasn't played for 500 and something games. Another left back hasn't played for close to 300 games, I think. We sold a left back in the midst of all that. um, and yeah, the only left back we have at the club is an academy player just on the fringes of the first team. So I mean, if if it like I think this is the perfect game. I was close to putting him down as a starter at left back, to be honest. Just because I thought with the night that it was, it's the Carabao Cup, it's at Old Trafford. Ruud is coming in, and he's obviously going to give the players a bit more freedom. I thought maybe he might start Amas at left back, but look, he has him on the bench, so why not bring him on? Um, so if I was to make changes at half time, they would probably be the two. It would be Amas for Lindelof, and I'd bring Martinez back in alongside Delict. Amas at left back, and I would probably would I take off maybe take off Rashford. Actually, yeah, that might be a shout. I would take off Rashford, right? Purely because we need him for Sunday, and he's crap at on the right wing. So and he's clearly not going to swap him. That hasn't happened in two games. I'd take off Rashford and bring on Highland, but I would put Bruno out on the right, drop Xerxes back into the 10, and put Highland as the 9, just to see how that Xerxes Highland dynamic might work. Look, it could be an absolute shit show. It mightn't work at all. But I mean, we have an opportunity to try it out. We're 4-2 up at home. It's not a massive thing to be bringing Highland on and putting them up front. Like, you still have Bruno on the pitch there to create something as well. But it would be interesting to see Xerxes in behind Highland. So that's probably another change I would make. Maybe not at half time. It might be a bit harsh to take Marcus off at half time in a game, especially at Old Trafford. But maybe kind of coming into the second half, you might look at that. But yeah, I think that might be it. Might be a decent shout as an option for the second half. Let me know what you think. Danny, Rashford has 20-25 minutes to score, so his confidence can go up for 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, look, it's no secret Rashford hasn't been in the best of form in 2 years, probably you could argue. Since that season before the World Cup, where he scored, what did he score, 20? I want to say 27 goals, possibly in all competitions, but I want to say, or did he score 30? But like, he had that one good season. Obviously, it was kind of disrupted with the World Cup, but he hasn't been in the same form since. Now look, I know there was a lot of stuff that happened off the pitch, which didn't help. Fans gone on his back, rightly so. With the whole Belfast thing and all that kind of stuff, and obviously there was a couple of disciplinary issues with Ten Hag as well. So I mean, but Rashford is the type of player that excels when he's scoring. And that's something he hasn't been doing. Just looking at the players coming out and just trying to see if there's any changes that have to be made. I didn't see anything. But that's interesting now that the United players are out early and out first. Doesn't look like there's any changes. I haven't. Yeah, looks to be the same 11 coming out for the second half. Looks like Martinez still at left back. But yeah, close to kick off for the second half now. Leicester team are back out, ready to go. Managers making their way to the dugout. An interesting second half ahead now. Anyway, I think if we can do the same thing we did in the first half, I think we should win this comfortably. If we score first, I think obviously, there we go, we're on the way. I think if we score first, I can't see any reason why we shouldn't win that game. If Leicester score first, it's going to make it very interesting. So I think we need to be smart now for the next 5-10 minutes of this second half, and just settle into it, not just be alert at the back. Leicester coming well cut out by Martinez. Well done, that's the United throw as well. Well done. Take that. Oh. Yeah, no. I was just looking to see if the clock was counting up right, and it is. But yeah, I don't think there's that been changed for any side yet. Is Xerxes for touch? Leicester coming down the right. Oh, yeah, is it? Yeah. Just plays it back. Leicester just playing the ball around. That's a misplaced pass. Oh, Xerxes didn't just. A bit of space here. Great tackle from Martinez. It's going out for a throw. Martinez looks like he's struggling there, or he just looks tired. I don't know. Maybe did he get the ball in the chest or something? Maybe it kind of winded him slightly. Good ball over, space down that right hand side again. What the hell was Lindelof doing there? Ball was just playing into the box, and Lindelof just looking at the ball, just dropped down beside him. Fucking deal with it, like. Get rid of it. Oh my god, that was shocking. Okay, regardless of giving away a free kick, it didn't look like it in there. Yeah, that was some awful defending. I was like, oh, I forgot to put up the scoreboard again. Oh, it wasn't actually Ugarte who made the tackle, it was Casemiro. But yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Ball just crossed into the box, and Lindelof is literally just standing there. Oh, the ball. Oh. And Leicester nearly got in, like. Look now, luckily enough, we got away with it, but that was just shocking. I'll be getting him off soon. If I could just get Amas on, just give him 40 minutes. Sorry, it's gone behind for a goal kick. To quote Dr. Pepper, what's the worst that can happen? Just get Amas on the pitch. Get Lindelof off. That was just woeful. United now. Bruno. Well done. Got it out to Martinez. Looking for a ball over the top. Oh, it's gone behind the two. Leicester come away with it. Looking to break. Coming down this right hand side again. Good ball in. Keeper should deal with that. No, you're going to left it, but luckily enough it was overhit. Nothing came of it. It's gone behind for a goal kick. It's a dangerous ball. Dangerous looking ball in. That was one of those balls now where if Bayendier goes to deal with it, could get caught in no man's land. But luckily enough, it was just overhit, and the Leicester player couldn't do anything with it. Ball out Martinez again inside to Bruno. Good turn. Back to Linda Flop. Awful defender. They're just talking there on commentary saying that they felt that Garnacho's goal was offside. Not Garnacho, they felt Delo was offside. But obviously, as we know, and I've found out myself, in the last round, the early rounds of the Carabao Cup, there's no VAR, so obviously it didn't go to that. And it didn't even show any replays of it. So, but I think Leicester seemed to be having a few arguments with the fourth official, saying it was offside. But look, it's given now, and plus that was about 45 minutes ago. So get over it, move on. Ugarte's gone down. Oh, he's back up. He's okay. You get the ball in the face, I think. No. He maybe got an arm in the face or something, but didn't like there was much in it. Back underway. Ball over the top, down that right again. Dealt with by Casemiro, was it? Yeah. Casemiro back helping out. Leicester are starting to get in down that right hand side. Our left. Just trying to see why that is. Martinez doesn't seem to be out there a hell of a lot. Excuse me, a hell of a lot. Corner now for Leicester. Ball in, headed away. Casemiro headed away. Yeah. Try to play 1-2. Well done, Garnacho. They want to try being at a paddy game with nobody running the line. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Head it back in. Way by Martinez. Oh, as far as the Leicester player, though. I don't know. He made the most of that. Didn't look all that bad by Rashford. Rich. Rich is in the chat. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Hey Ryan, just been listening to the match. Figured I'd switch over to smash a like on your video and comments. Seems like the players may be playing more loose. Don't know, only been listening. Yeah, definitely in the first half they seem to be playing with a bit. As I was saying earlier on, it's like as if they're playing the kind of the shackles have been taken off. They've been allowed to play with a bit of freedom. Um, the fact that we scored 4 goals in the first half kind of shows that alone should show you that we're definitely obviously one we're being more clinical in front of goal, but um, yeah, we're not kind of sitting back after scoring one or two. Do you know what I mean? We're still going, we're still attacking. You know, there's a chance for Leicester. No, blocked. But one thing you could possibly argue is that um, part of that could be Ruud's influence. Obviously, look, he played under Sir Alex. He played at a time when um, there. I don't know. Sorry, there's a Leicester player that's going down the box. Nothing was given, but yeah. I mean, look, Ruud played under Sir Alex where it was just attack, attack, attack. You know, it was obviously look, it was a different era, the different time of the Premier League. But United were always known for attacking football. Corner came in, but it's right across over everyone onto the far side. But yeah, look, it's good to see. Obviously, scoring 4 goals, especially in one half of football, um, has been pretty decent. Obviously, two for Casemiro, one for. It'd be interesting to see actually if the Bruno's goal will actually go down as a Bruno goal or will it go down as an own goal. And obviously Garnacho scored as well, but yeah, it definitely seems to be playing with a bit more freedom. Oh, hold on. I just noticed that Rashford is now playing down the left and Garnacho is playing on the right. I just noticed that they switched. Rich also heard the new manager will not leave Sporting until November 10th. Yeah, I mentioned that just before the game started. There's a couple of mixed reports out about it, so I'm not sure which is true at the moment. Obviously, look, no one really knows, but unless there's anything official yet. But like I've seen a couple of reports saying that this is Sporting have a game on Friday night, and some people are reporting that that's likely to be his last game. Um, United are in here. Rashford down the left, or Garnacho, sorry, down the right. Xerxes, good effort, decent save. Garnacho has it. Xerxes again. No, take a touch. Decent first effort from him though. But straight at him. It looked like it was more in the corner, but it was straight down the middle of the goal. And there was space on the right as well. He could have actually used the defender to kind of maybe curl it around him. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, there's like the mixed reports that are out there. Obviously, yeah, the um, Amarim will likely be his last game on Friday. But then there's reports saying that it'll be after the Champions League game next Tuesday against City. And then obviously, as you were saying there's talks now that it'll be November 10th after the international break. That's another report. So there's mixed reports out there. So I'm not 100% sure which is the true one. Obviously, we won't know for sure until it's officially announced. But look, I know they're definitely working on a deal. The under hit back pass to Bruno. Oh, lovely. Yes. Yes. 5-2. Bruno Fernandes. He the under hit back pass from the Leicester defender back to the keeper. Bruno came in and he just faked the shoot to the far side of the goal and just rolled it past him and then just walked it over and then just blasted it into the goal. 5-2 United. So they were trying to play. Bruno and Rash were trying to play 1-2, but they kind of misplaced the pass, and then obviously it was an unhit back pass. Ugh. He could have laid it on a plate for someone else as well. I mean, he was there. There's one defender on the line, and then he just blasted it. Nicely done. Yeah, I think he needs that as well, doesn't he, Bruno? He needs. He hasn't been playing fantastic by his standards, at least in recent weeks. So that'll definitely help. But yeah, look, 5-2. I mean, should be pretty comfortable. We're hitting the hour mark now as well, so it'll be interesting to see will Ruud make any. I nearly said Ten Hag there. It'll be interesting to see will Ruud make any changes. I mean, the 60 minutes is kind of the mark where things start to change. So it'll be interesting, especially with a big game on Sunday coming up. Like you'll be looking to rest players, give some young players new minutes. We're in again here. Garnacho down the left pulls it back straight to the Leicester player. They come away with it. Oh, good tackle, Garnacho. Rashford. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Martinez caught him there. Might get booked. Looked a little bit late. No, it's not a booking. Thanks for the info. Love to watch along with us back to work time. Have a good evening. Well, night over there. Yeah, thanks for coming along anyway, Rich. Always good to see the regulars come back in again. Lee, two on a hat trick. How long since we've said that? Did the so obviously well yeah obviously that answers my question. Oh, Ahmad's coming on. That's good. And Mazraoui just getting ready on the sideline. Delighted to see Ahmad coming on now and getting a good solid 30 minutes. The last couple of times he's come on, he's gotten what 30 seconds and 2 minutes and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna actually keep that in. Oh, well done. Stopped it from going for a goal kick, for a throw. But so obviously if there's two on a hat trick, that means the free kick obviously went down as a Bruno goal then. I missed that. Oh, it's Martinez going off. Okay. For Ahmad. Well, maybe it's for Mazraoui. Yeah, it's for. I just saw he went over and hugged Ahmad first. So I just assumed it was for Ahmad, but that didn't make any sense. So it's Mazraoui's coming on of us. He's going to slot in at left back, which means Lindelof is staying on, and it's Ahmad coming on for Rashford. Ruud having a quick chat with him going off. Look, I think at this stage, Marcus would probably realise that Ahmad needs minutes, and obviously we have a big game coming up on Sunday. So I think I would imagine that Marcus will be a big enough player to realise that look, there's no point coming off here if I'm being taken off at 61 minutes, 62 minutes on the clock. Do you know what I mean? It's you're being rested for the bigger game on Sunday, and you're giving the younger player in Ahmad some much needed minutes in the team. So he's obviously Ruud is trying to explain that to him, but I don't think he would need to be honest. Or at least he shouldn't need to. Sky are still giving it to Bruno. Okay. Happy days. 2 on a hat trick, so. Here we go with Bruno coming now. Playing Garnacho in down the left. Come on, take him on. Oh. Blocked down. Bruno has it anyway. Back to Ugarte. There's a long. Oh, it looked like Delo was making a run. Ugarte kind of played it over the head of the Leicester player, but Delo had stopped his run. That's so good to see a lot of smiling faces at Old Trafford again. A lot of happy fans, a lot of fans singing and dancing, and United winning. It's good to see. We haven't seen enough of that. Like, yes, it's only the Carabao Cup, but you can only beat what's in front of you. And tonight we're doing that pretty well. We're doing it kind of comfortably, so we'll take it. United coming down the right again now. Back to Casemiro. Oh, what a ball. Great take from Garnacho as well on the chest. Bruno. There's Mazraoui. Back to Bruno. Mazraoui's making a run, but Bruno's played it into Delo, I think. Mazraoui gets a head on it. Oh! Ahmad with a bicycle kick kind of near the penalty spot. And it's so close. Okay, it probably wasn't that close, but definitely looked it. There's a floated ball to the back post. Oh, jeez, that was close. A bit of pinball in the box and just fell nicely for Ahmad to try a bicycle kick, but just wide. Oh, that would have been a super goal. Would have been a nice way to cap off the game as well, wouldn't it? Unlucky. What's happened there now? I missed that. McCarthy fell over, but Casemiro just took the ball more or less out of Bayendir's hands. Oh! Leicester just smacked the ball off the crossbar. It looked like Bayendir got a touch on it. Let's see the replay here now. Oof, I think he just got fingertips to that. Looked like a decent save anyway. Oh, well cut up by Garnacho. Oh, nicely done, Ahmad. Oh, nicely done as well. Ball out to Garnacho on the left. Bruno inside him. Dinking ball back to Ahmad. The back post. Take him on. Pulls it back. Saved. Garnacho. Oh, Garnacho hit it. There's Mazraoui. I know he can hit him as well. Bruno. Oh, jeez. Leicester have about 8 men back in the box. It'll be difficult to get at in here. Oh, jeez. Bruno just smacked it off Mazraoui. It's so good to see this, isn't it? We're 5-2 up. We're winning fairly comfortably, but we're still looking to go and score more. Go again. So good to see. It's a great ball over the top. Is that Delo again? And he took too long on the ball. Oh, he's offside anyway. I will say that's the one. It's probably the only positive thing Delo has been doing well. It's the only thing Delo has probably done well this season is those runs forward and getting in behind. It to me, it shows that if when Amarim comes in, and if he does decide to play that 3-4-3 system with his wing backs, that Delo could do a good job in that system. because effectively that's kind of what he's doing at the moment anyway. But he still needs to improve massively going back to it. So Garty out to Bruno on the left. Side to Garnacho. There's Delict. Jeez, Delict hasn't had much to do either, has he, this game so far? His name hasn't been mentioned a hell of a lot. No, you could argue most of Leicester's attacks in this second half are coming down the right hand side, United's left. There's obviously Martinez and Lindelof's side, so there's probably that, but that was a poor pass from Bruno. Well done, O'Garty. Good battling back. Xerxes in, well done. There's Ahmad. Bruno back to Ahmad again. Cut it back. Side netting. Probably should have tried to cut that back, Ahmad. Unlucky. He probably couldn't have played it to Xerxes anyway. I think he had about 2 or 3 men around him, but definitely probably the wrong option. Leicester making a couple of changes now, making 3 actually, I think. So it's one fella's gone off and another player gone on. Don't know any names. Not even going to try. They're making 3 changes. Okay, it's on the screen for me. Vestergaard is on and Akoli is off. How's that? Oh, United are making a couple of changes as well. They're making 2. I would imagine. So looking at this, it's... Oh, I'm not going to pronounce that name for Leicester. Alves is coming on. And that McAteer young fella is coming off as well for Leicester. But United are making 2 changes. Johnny Evans and Highland are coming on. So I would imagine this is going to be Evans for Lindelof. I would hope, because Lindelof has been quite bad. And Highland maybe for Xerxes, obviously. You would imagine. No, it's Delict. Jesus, Lindelof is getting 90 as well. Oh, look, I suppose it's probably going to be his only opportunity to get 90 minutes this season, so why not? Obviously, look, I mean, the Delict substitution is obviously tactical. Looking at Chelsea on Sunday. And yeah, it's Highland for... was that 11 or 17? Oh, it's Garnacho. Okay. It's probably, obviously, with Chelsea in mind as well, I'd say. And I just saw your message there. I need Garnacho to score so we can have 3 on a hat trick. Yeah, scrap that. Now, finally, I wonder will we see... We probably won't, but I wonder will we see Xerxes play in behind Highland. Probably won't. Probably going to have Highland down the left or something. Something mad. I wonder will Ahmad switch to the left and Bruno on the right. Let's see. Okay, at the moment, it's looking like Bruno is down on the left and Ahmad's on the right. So it is Xerxes in behind Highland. Oh, good touch, Bruno. Just kind of pulled that down out of the sky. There's Xerxes. Back to Mazraoui. Into Casemiro. Come on. It's a nice little pass in here. Ahmad on the edge of the box. Oh, good strike. Straight at the keeper though. He held it well. I know, Lee. Highland and Xerxes are on the pitch at the same time. But look, we have a good 15 minutes now to see what they can do together. And they're playing the way we kind of want them to play. Xerxes in behind Highland, which is definitely what we want to see. I managed to start on the right against Chelsea. If I see Rashford, I lose my mind. Yeah, I just think given the fact that Rashford came off on pretty much on 60 minutes, I think that's with Sunday in mind against Chelsea. So I'd be surprised if Ahmad starts against Chelsea. But look, you never know. You never know. He probably should. Um, but I'd be surprised. Look, I mean, if Ahmad has a fantastic last 15 minutes in this game, scores one or two goals, it's definitely given definitely give Ruud something to think about for Sunday. But I just get the feeling Rashford is gonna start again, coming off after 60 minutes. A long ball over the top for the low. I don't know what happened there. My ball went out, I think. Balliner's Highland. Oh, just lost it. Leicester can break. Oh, good tackle, Mazraoui. To Highland. Go on, Highland. Got the ball, did he? Nah. Ooh, held that one well. Bain there. Shot straight at him. It's just not good enough or consistent enough. I'll take a winger that doesn't score and assists over one worldly every 3 months. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, Ahmad definitely creates more uh, than Rashford, especially more consistently anyway. Look, I agree. Ahmad should definitely be starting games. Um, I'm just going with the feel that I have. Rashford probably will start. I would much prefer Ahmad to start. Um, I think Ahmad and Mumming and Garnacho on the other is definitely an exciting thing to see. But I just yeah, I'd be surprised if Ahmad does start. That's all. I do agree with you. Ahmad should definitely be starting the weekend. I just don't think he. I just don't think Rude will start him. But look, I could be wrong. Oh, well done. Well won back by Xerxes there. Ah, that's a poor pass from Johnny Evans. And he still have advantage. Looked like a bad tackle, but he's still down. But he's getting back up now. Alone Ugarte. Mazraoui. Out to Xerxes. No, it's Bruno. United kind of comfortable now, just knocking the ball around, just keeping possession, not doing anything fancy with it, but here they come now though. Bruno down the left, cuts inside. Alright, still has it. Gonna shoot. It looked like handball, but not. Mazraoui. Ahmad now was over on that left hand side getting involved. Excuse me. It's Highland. Good ball out to Bruno. Xerxes making a run. Picks it up. Oh, good turn, Xerxes. Oh, the corner. A lovely turn from Xerxes. He just fooled two of them. He looks to be struggling now though a bit. Three goes up where centre back's clicking up for corners. Yeah, look, it's a fair point. How many do we have back? Could be. We probably still have enough men back though to be able to deal with a possible counter attack. Edge of the box. Ahmad back to Bruno. First time cross. Edge away. Oh, well done, Ugarte. Bruno again. There's Dalot. To Ugarte. Mazraoui. To Johnny Evans. Still attacking. Casemiro, ball over the top. Oh! Oh, nice idea. Ball just dropping over his shoulder, and he just tries to take it first time as it's coming down, but doesn't catch it right at all. He kind of almost hits the bottom of the ball and it just skies it straight away. But a lovely little ball from Casemiro. Lovely idea, but it was unlucky. It's all kind of slowed down a bit now. And obviously Leicester are coming forward here, but United break it down straight away. And again, United try to bring it away, and Leicester and take it back. They're on the edge of the box now. There's a chance. Decent save from Bain there. There's a chance from nothing. Kind of sloppy from United, to be honest, but it was a decent enough effort. Needed to be saved. It's a difficult one as well. But bouncing just right in front of him is probably a difficult one to hang on to. So probably did the right thing, tipping it past the post for a corner. The poor corner. Ahmad, oh, nice little back heel. Casemiro get it out to Highland. Couldn't take it down. Leicester come again. Going for another shot and blocked down this time. That was Bruno. There's Highland. Come on now, take him on. Out to Ahmad. Oh, Ahmad's offside. That's poor. You're standing out there on the wing, you're looking across the line, like how. There's no way you should be getting caught offside there. Ethan Wheatley coming on. Good to see at least one of the youngsters getting a few minutes. Ah, Stephen Harris is in the chat. Evening, folks. Just 6 minutes left in the game. Thanks, nice of you to nice of you to join us. I will say, actually, I wanted to mention. I think some of you know, obviously, Stephen was. We did a giveaway when we hit 100 subscribers, there a couple of weeks ago, and Stephen was the lucky winner of a replica retro jersey, and I believe it arrived today. So congratulations again, Stephen, and I hope you enjoy your kit, and I hope it fits. But yeah, look, if I'm not 100% sure if you're on social media or like Instagram or X or Twitter, or any of them, but if you are, if you want, look, there's no obligation, no pressure at all. If you want, even just to post a picture of the jersey itself, you don't have to be in it if you don't want to be. There's a chance for Leicester. Well, cut out. But yeah, if you want to post a picture of the jersey and tag up here, there, tag one of either the X or the Instagram accounts at Green Devils Pod. Um, if look, as I say, there's absolutely zero pressure to do it. But if you were posting it online, I'd appreciate if you tag the channel, obviously, in the post. And yeah, congratulations again, and I hope you enjoyed the jersey. What? Oh, it's good ball in. Oh, it's a corner for United. Headed behind. Sorry, I'm just I nearly missed Gary's comment there. Hey lads, completely forgot about the match. So spent the first half carving pumpkins. Hey, you got to do it. That time of the year. You're leaving it probably a little bit late, are you? Halloween Eve. You're carving pumpkins. Don't most people have them out like since last week? I don't know. Danny need a Wheatley goal. Yeah, absolutely. Ahmad Lindelof at the Garte. Ah, it's blocked. I bet he's wearing the bloody thing. He probably is, actually. Yeah. Stephen, I did indeed. Thank you so much. I'll get some pics posted as soon as I can get it sorted. Yeah, look, there's zero pressure on posting them at all. Just if you were, appreciate if you tag the channel in it, and we'll try and get up to our next milestone, and we might do another giveaway. So the more we can push the channel, the better. What? Okay, I don't. Sorry, something just popped up on the screen there. I thought the stream was going to end, but I think it was just a message to say we're hitting 2 hour mark. But it's grand. It's still. I think we're still live. I've been on call outs all night. Oh Jesus! Sorry, I've missed what has clearly been a solid discipline display by United. Yeah, look, there was still moments where we looked like the United of the last few months. There's a couple of sloppy moments where we kind of allowed them back in. Look, the first goal, I think the keeper probably could have done better with it. He punched the clearance straight to Leicester player. Great finish by him, by the way. Not taking anything away from that. It was a great finish. And then obviously the second goal, a little bit of luck in it. The ball is kind of played in from I think it was from a free kick, and it flicks off Casemiro's head, which looks like it takes it away from De Ligt, who could clear it, and hits the low in the chest and just falls straight to the feet of the Leicester player and just taps it in from like 3 yards out into more or less an empty net. So their two goals were kind of a little bit of luck in them, but we probably could have done better with them. But yeah, look, we've been pretty solid, as Notch says there. Fantastic midfield tonight. Remember when that was a thing? Yeah, look, we've been pretty decent. And look, scoring 5 goals is, especially given how we've been playing this season, scoring 5 goals is pretty decent, especially against a Leicester side who, look, they've shown they can be, they're a pretty decent side when they turn up. But yeah, look, we'll take it. It's 5-2. I just hit 90 minutes into injury time. Actually, yeah, Lee, you're right. Lindelof still managed to stink the place out. Yeah, he was very poor. I think we talked about it there. There was one cross into the box, and Lindelof was literally standing there looking at the ball coming in. Oh, and just looked at it dropping on the floor. Luckily, we got away with it. Now, this was in the 18-yard box. So, look, I think Chris mentioned it in the chat earlier that I think we think his contract is run out at the end of the season. I highly doubt that will be renewed, and probably rightly so. He's another one of those players, one of the many players we have at the team that simply aren't good enough. So, Stephen, new manager bounced my arse. I'd bounce them all into the transfer list this January. Yeah. Well, apparently, I think isn't Anthony already had to be added to the transfer list, I think? Oh, Casemiro. Casemiro trying one from about 30 yards out and puts it up into row, not quite row Z, row T. Lindelof, Xerxes, Rashford, Delo, still questions, but can't expect too much yet. Yeah, look, I mean, it's kind of a clean slate for all of them, really, isn't it? With the new manager coming in, I think that's another reason why I think having Ruud around when Amorim comes in could be a good thing, especially for Amorim himself, just to kind of get to know the players, even for the first few weeks anyway. But now we're going to get the final whistle here any second now. United bringing it forward again, and there it is. There's the final whistle, and it's a Manchester United win. Haven't been able to say that too many times, but yeah, look, it's a positive result. I think it's the reaction that kind of many of us expected, to see the United team kind of turn up and perform well. So that's definitely a positive. But again, look, as we kind of talked about at the start as well, and kind of as the game was going on, there's the argument to be made, like, where was that performance 3-4 weeks ago, and even 3-4 months ago? But look, there's the other side is, you could argue Ruud obviously gave him that bit of freedom to kind of go out, enjoy the game, express themselves to a certain extent, give him a chance, especially for the younger players, to get a few minutes on the pitch and try and impress the new manager coming in, because be damn sure if he's lined up to come in, he's probably watching that game tonight. So yeah, look, decent performance, good result, 5-2. We're into the next round of the Carabao Cup, and we go on. Decent kind of audition from Ruud. Obviously, look, not for the United job, but it's definitely a good thing to have on his CV for when he will likely move on when Amorim comes in. Good thing to have that result on his CV. And yeah, look, I mean, he's obviously gonna be looking for other jobs. So look, it's a decent result. Um, we'll take it. Actually, I better stop the clock. We stopped about 2 minutes ago. But yeah, look, get your just before we go, get some of your thoughts in the chat. What did you make of that one? Are you happy? Obviously, look, you're obviously going to be happy with the result. Are you happy with the performance? Are you happy in terms of how the performance went? Was it something that you expected? Did you expect to see that kind of reaction from the players? Or are you surprised, kind of that as I said, they put in a shift, and why couldn't they have done it a couple of weeks ago? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, just go through some of the comments. Stephen, can you imagine Amram having his first meeting with Anthony? What's Anthony hoping that Amram has never seen United play in the last 2 years? Yeah, I mean, look, I think the entire football world is aware of Anthony at this stage. Possibly one of the biggest flop signings in Premier League history. Arguably in English football. I mean, it's just such for the money that was paid for him and what we got. It's definitely up there as one, if not the worst signing. Um, Danny, I don't think Delo's been too bad. He's been shifted from left to right like 6 or 7 times this season already. Yeah, look, I mean, defensively, there's still questions there with Delo. We saw it again tonight, especially. Well, it was a bit more solid in the second half, but that first half there was still moments where there's still times where he's caught out of possession, or out of position. Sorry, and there's players getting in behind him. So that's still part of his game that he needs to work on. And as I said earlier, there's times where he's higher up the pitch, obviously when we're in possession. And if and when Amarim comes in and if he does play that 3-4-3 formation where he has his wing backs, Delo could possibly play a part and play a decent part in that system. But he will still need to work on that defensive side of his game, because it's kind of lacking at the moment, and he's been caught out kind of too many times. Lee, a decent shift by the boys. Yeah, the low started pretty poor but grew into it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean the first half he was, as I said, he was kind of caught out of position a few times, but yeah, overall decent. Spurs beating City, no way. Daddy, rude masterclass against Chelsea. As good as tonight has been, Chelsea is the one really need to win. Yeah, 100%. And I think that's why we saw the couple of changes on the hour mark. Obviously they were with Chelsea on Sunday in mind, taking Rashford off. And look, we talked about it earlier. I think we'd all love to see Ahmad starting a game. There's arguments to be made that he should probably start the Chelsea game, but I just think with Rashford coming off after the hour, I can't see him starting against Chelsea. Look, we could be wrong. I just think he'll probably start with Rashford and Garnacho again, I think. But look, could be wrong. Danny, the low out of position because he pushes up when Rashford goes on tour around the field. Yeah, but look, but Delo kind of comes into midfield a lot of the times. But yeah, look, I think it's in transition is where he needs to work. Going from possession to out of possession, getting back into position, he gets caught out. But it's not so much that he gets caught out either. It's his lack of effort to get back into position. Like we saw it in the Spurs game was really, really evident, where 30 yards out from goal, he just completely gave up on running back with his man, and they had an easy tap in at the back post. I think that was the Tottenham game, wasn't it? I'm not really sure. But yeah, look, I mean, it's definitely something we can work on. As I've said before, Delo is excellent going forward, and he's a real real threat. Like that run he does in behind, it's definitely at the moment it's his best attribute in my opinion. Is that run in behind, and obviously he can put it on the plate for one of the other strikers or shoot himself. But as we saw against West Ham, that's not maybe not the best idea. But Stephen, Villa and Chelsea lost. Interesting. Look, I mean, that's definitely a positive for us in terms of going further in this competition, isn't it? Obviously, if some of the bigger teams are after getting knocked out tonight, it's definitely another competition. And look, everyone's going to argue, oh, it's the league what we want to be winning. But at the end of the day, a trophy is a trophy. So whether it's the Carabao Cup, whether it's the FA Cup, whether it's the Europa League, a trophy is a trophy. I mean, look, there's no there's no bones about it. We want to be winning the Premier League, but we're a long way away from that. So in the meantime, if we can build, and now I know this is what Ten Hag was trying to do, obviously, was build on his first season success in the Premier League in terms of like finishing third. Um, so if we can continue doing that, I know we're kind of on the back foot this season now with being down in 14th position, but if we can get Amorim in quick, uh, we could we could definitely try and salvage something from the season. Top four is probably still a bit of an ask, but if we can try break into, we can definitely get top six, I think. But if we can try break into that top four, go on a decent run in a couple of the cups, there's still time we can salvage something in the Europa League. Um, so because as it stands, the Europa League is our only way into Champions League football next season. So I think European football is where we need to drastically improve, as well as obviously the Premier League. But it's going to be a fine balance, obviously, in all these competitions. But look, I mean, you want to be competing for trophies. You want to be going into a competition thinking we're going to try and win this. You don't want to be going in saying, "Oh yeah, no, we don't want to be Arsenal. Oh, we'll be in the competitions so we can fight for the Premier League and then bottle it." Do you know what I mean? If you're in a competition, you go and try and win it, regardless of what the competition is. But yeah, Stephen, if I was good at fixing ballers as the low is at defending, there would be a lot of cold folk tonight. Yeah, yeah, we'd be in for a very cold winter, I think. But forget the league, focus on becoming Carabao World Champions. Yeah. Look, I mean, at this stage, I don't think anyone's going to say we have a chance of getting anywhere near the league title this season. We're on such a back foot in terms of our position at the moment. So I think our best chance now is try and finish as high as we can. If we get into the top six, it's definitely a bonus. It's an improvement on last season, especially with all the disruption now a new manager coming in is going to cause. So if we can finish in top six, it's an improvement on last season. If we can get a decent run in the cup, win another trophy, at the end of the day, it's a trophy. So I mean, it's definitely something we can look towards. But yeah, look, I mean, look, it's another victory anyway tonight. It's a decent result in the Carabao Cup. Obviously, it's a win that obviously it's a result that you kind of expect. But as we've seen over the past few months, you never know what to expect from this Man United team. But happy that we put in a decent performance. We got the win. We scored some beautiful goals, some lovely team goals in there as well. Um, and yeah, Ruud has got us off to a winning start in his managerial career. Look, obviously it's only an interim basis. We still don't know yet if it's only for one more game. It's looking very likely he will be in charge for the Chelsea game. Beyond that, obviously there's still mixed reports coming out about when Amorim is actually going to be able to leave Sporting. So I think for the moment we are going to have Ruud for at least the Chelsea game. So it's definitely another game to look forward to. And I think we can all kind of expect another decent performance from him, from the team. So look, we look forward to that. But yeah, look again. It's a victory. United were into the next round, the Carabao Cup, the quarter final. I think we're into now. So, and obviously, as a couple of lads mentioned in the chat there, Villa and Chelsea lost. So it definitely increases our chances of winning another trophy, hopefully this season. So, yeah. But look, thanks a million for watching, everyone. Thanks for joining the watch along. And if you haven't already, smash a like on the video. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can do that. And yeah, look, thanks for watching. And we'll catch you later. Yeah. Look, thanks again. Good luck.